Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here and welcome to another video. And in this video we're going to talk about the man of the moment in WWE, of course Triple H, and the possibility that he could pull off one of the re-signings of the century in WWE in bringing back Bray Wyatt. Hear me out. Now before we go into this video, as always, be really appreciative if you could like the video, share the video, even better subscribe. But also, we need to address the obvious elephant in the room. Throughout the last few weeks, we've been breaking down these cryptic video teaser packages, and there were a lot of links and associations that we deemed could be linked to Bray Wyatt. Now, Bray Wyatt didn't return at SummerSlam, Bray Wyatt didn't return the Raw after SummerSlam. We haven't seen Bray Wyatt return to WWE. All those cryptic video teasers were just associated with Edge. In my opinion, it was a long way to go, a long drawn out, bit of a sneaky way just to bring back Edge under the rated R superstar gimmick. We're assuming it might be a hybrid with the Brood. We'll have to wait and see. And as much as I'm down with the Metalingus theme and the rated R superstar in Edge, it was a little bit underwhelming for him just to return on his own essentially. Spear Finn Balor and help the Mysterios at SummerSlam. We didn't see anything more to that, and I honestly felt there was going to be something more, not necessarily Wyatt, it could have been somebody else, and we didn't see that. That's one thing I thought is definitely worth addressing. However, what are the main reasons we assume, again this is just say so, that Bray Wyatt parted ways, or WWE parted ways with Bray Wyatt, were due to creative frustrations, and that's understandable. I mean, the way he was booked in that Hell in a Cell matchup as the Fiend gimmick was horrendous. Losing to Goldberg, the title being taken off him, of course, and of course getting attacked by Roman Reigns, again the title getting taken off him. And many feel that Vince McMahon never really saw Bray Wyatt as a main top player and main top player stay in WWE. Many dirt sheets have just been saying he was another name within the WWE universe. I don't agree with that. I think he was an absolute creative genius and he could have gone to absolute peak heights. He should have beat John Cena at WrestleMania 30 and he should have beaten Randy Orton in the last appearance, of course, we saw at WrestleMania 37. WWE to a certain extent have done the dirty on him, I think, in my opinion, but that can change. All of this regime, or former regime, was under Vince McMahon, and now we're under new management, and you only need to look at the way SummerSlam was booked, creatively some of the decisions that are getting made at the moment, the investment in the women's roster, seemingly Ciampa getting pushed, seemingly Triple H is listening to the fans. Now if he is listening to the fans, yes, Bray Wyatt wasn't involved in these cryptic videos, however, literally 80% of the comment section were wanting Wyatt back. The 3 word, we want Wyatt. We need to start a cult, literally, for this. Fans want him back. The majority of fans want him back. Now, there's a majority of people that don't like Wyatt. They say, oh, we'll never come back to WWE. He's overrated. He can't wrestle, etc., etc. None of that, I believe, is true. But the fans want him back. And surely Triple H is listening to that. There's no way he's not. And he'd be absolutely mad not to negotiate some form of talks with Bray Wyatt himself. Give him the creative freedom he deserves. Triple H would do that, and I honestly believe the Fiend gimmick, or even an evolution of the Fiend, or even Bray Wyatt bringing a new character to our screens if he were to return, with creative freedom, under Triple H, under a TV 14 era. I mean, wow! That could bring back the glory days, the Attitude Era. I got vibes of that in the Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns matchup at SummerSlam when Lesnar literally lifted up the ring with a truck. Imagine what a genius like Bray Wyatt could do creatively. Now we know he's trademarked the name Wyatt 6, what that means remains to be seen. But you've got to think there's some form of negotiations. You've got to think everything leading up to now has been under the Vince McMahon era and things can change under Paul Levesque. I honestly have the confidence. You've got characters that would benefit from Triple H like Alexa Bliss. You know, she's in limbo at the moment. You bring back Bray Wyatt, that could potentially have an effect on Alexa Bliss. In a positive way, I mean. There are also other superstars that could return to WWE under the management of Paul Levesque and the creative brain and freedom that he brings to the product. You know, Karrion Kross, I've always felt that was a bit of a Triple H project, him and Scarlett, and to bring those two back and get booked the way they were supposed to be, they would be massively over, hands down. Like, they would get over. Believe me, honestly, if they was come back and get booked seriously. You got Johnny Gargano. I'd personally like to see someone like Braun Strowman come back. To be honest with you, Eric Rowan, you could do a lot there. There's so many other superstars. Sasha Banks and Naomi. There's been rumours that they might be negotiating a return under Triple H. And you've got to remember, a lot of these superstars that had issues with WWE, it was down to Vince. Look at the likes of Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose. On a podcast when he was released from WWE, he basically said the problem in WWE was Vince. He had a problem with Vince and the creative bookings and the decisions that he made with his Dean Ambrose character. Now, time heals. Over time, we could see AEW superstars come back like Cody Rhodes to WWE under this new management. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be overnight, but there's so much potential. It's so exciting within the WWE landscape at the moment. Superstars that you know are going to get pushed properly under Triple H. You know superstars are going to get linked with returns under Triple H. I mean, just the way we saw Bayley come back. It wasn't just Bayley, it was Dakota Kai in Io Sky. Or I still want to call her Io Shirai. But bringing back superstars that are actually like Dakota Kai released, bring them back and you know she's going to be booked like a weapon alongside Bayley in this new faction. It's fresh to see. I can't wait to see how this evolves. I can't wait to see if whatever is going to come back under Triple H. He may never come back, but the possibility of him coming back is much higher now that H is in charge. And it's just so exciting. Thank you so much for watching the video. As always, be really appreciative if you get down in the comment section, like this video, share this video, subscribe if you're new, and also I want to hear about what do you think, you personally think about the chances of Bray Wyatt coming back to WWE under Triple H, and also who else would you like to see return to WWE? And that's before we even bring up the whole MJF thing. Hasn't come back to AEW since his pipe bomb, with WWE trying to worm a deal there. However, probably unlikely because he's still under contract in AEW. But stranger things have happened. Thank you so much. See you soon.